pretty crazy to me that some of these people are waiting in the right-hand lane, in the left-hand lane to go right, to go straight on. I don't understand. Why can't you just get into the right lane that you want further back? I don't know. Anyway, so that's all sound barriered up. Where else haven't we sound barriered? We haven't sound barriered here. But now we have. That's all sound barriered. This can be sound barriered. We don't need to worry about sound barriers here, but we do need to worry about it here. We need to upgrade this to sound barriers. We need to upgrade this. This is already sound barriered. That's good. This should be 3-lane with sound barriers. And the same coming back. That's good. And then it just turns around there, but that's fine. We kind of want to carry that on a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at all this traffic. All just to go this way. Right, okay. Yeah, I said this might be a bit of an issue, but there isn't a lot I can do about it, really. The problem is, if I make it so that this lane can only go this way, then it can't go straight on and get out of the city. Unless, of course, we let this one go straight ahead, which wouldn't be a bad thing for us, necessarily. It would just mean that they filter out slower. So I think I might do that, actually. So if I go into this, and we stop this one from going into this lane, and we stop this one from going into this lane, then they all just go straight forward. These ones can go into either lane, that's fine. And then down here, we split it out, and we allow these guys to possibly go forward, but not in this lane. That's fine. That's fine. That should be fine. Yeah, there we go. People are using it. Cool. Okay. That actually works a little bit better. I'm quite glad that I picked up on that. So yeah, that's fine with me. Right, half of the game is just sorting out stupid traffic issues that only really come up because the game, the pathing is a little bit annoying sometimes. So yeah, right, we are at 18,000 people, and actually people are quite unhappy because there isn't much death care, which is another issue. So it looks like all of these filled up now, so I need to add in more darn cemeteries. I don't want cemeteries. I want crematoriums. I want people to be able to leave this place in a ball of fire. Never mind. Right, we'll put a crematory here as well. It's not exactly where I'd want it to be put, but it's fine. That'll do for now. And we can put in another one, say here. This will be a central spot for it. And eventually we can put in the... We only need another 800 people to do that, actually. So that's pretty good. Look at this house. Wow, that's a swanky house. That has 3 households in it. This has 6. Wow, blimey. That's good though, actually. That's really good. Our land value has gone up. Our levels are going up, which is really nice to see. The levels of our households are going through the roof at the moment. This one not so much, but that's fine. That's nice to see. That's good. It's really good. The only problem is death at the moment. Death is thriving throughout the city. So we have 4 million in the bank. I think it's about time that first off, I'm going to pause the stream and nip to the loo quick, and then I'll be back in a moment. Right, thank you for waiting patiently, but actually I'm going to stop streaming here. So let's just do a roundup of what's going on. So we have a few death issues. Hopefully we'll be able to resolve them when our population clicks over to 19,000 people. And actually, it's on the up and up. It's going higher and higher at the moment. We might reach that before we have to go. We're at 1,800. It's going up and down. Is there a way to find out more about that? If we go into here, I could raise the taxes a little. But what do we find out here? So actually, we have nothing really in low level. We have a little bit, but not much. Quite a lot of our stuff is higher level, which is nice to see. Was this income from office zones? Well, we don't have any office zones, but we have industry, so we're making a lot off of oil, a fair amount off of farms. Our transport, well, we're not really making that much money off of it, which is fine. I don't really mind, to be honest with you. I think it's more of a service that we need to provide our city. And then what's this? Income from money spent by tourists. Oh, so we make $1, $2 from transportation, and I don't know why anyone's coming to our city, really. It's not really a tourist haven yet. But it's nice to see this stuff. So our expenses for everything, the only thing that we're making money on at the moment is the trams. So that's something. Boats I can just turn off because I've got a boat going nowhere at the moment, so I'll just turn that one off and that reduces one of our expenses, which is fine. We will put this in, but not right now. Maybe we could have a bus route that links up this stuff. I'm thinking about having some more industry down here and having a cargo hub eventually once I get it down here. I think this is coping a little bit better now. I hope it's coping a little bit better. I don't know, it all looks a bit horrible where the water's come all the way up. It's a bit of a shame really, but we've had to widen the river a little bit so that this dam still produces all of its electricity. Still, so well, what are these buildings turned off? Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's fine. We've got demand rising up, and why are people leaving? Why are people not happy? This one is quite happy. So which one of our suburbs makes us the most amount of money? Or is the highest land value even? It looks like Hourglass and Korok is the highest for the land value. It's probably to do with the parks, to be honest. Yep, it's the only two that has any parks at all. So that's probably why. We could probably put in a few parks here and there, but I won't bother now. What I am going to do though is the population's going back down again. That's fine. I think in the next episode we'll be building down here. I want to build a road across and have an exit here. It's a bit of a shame that I can't delete this one because it's like they've used an exit for nothing really, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but never mind. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is delete it from this, so stop this junction and just bring it up here, and then have it exit here and have like a junction that links up these two, have a road that comes around and comes down and probably goes back up and links up with itself. So that'll be an interesting thing to have go on. And then we've just got to build out. We've got forestry to do, we've got a cargo harbour to put in, we've got to clean up our act and stop shitting in the river. We need to unlock the water treatment plants, which are at 19,000. We're not far off them, but we just don't have them yet. And also what I'm thinking of doing is putting in some water outlets up here, so if we do produce more water than we need, we can have excess water in the system be put into the dam, which will make us more electricity, if that makes sense. I think that's probably the best way to do things. We could put in some tank reservoirs and pumping services. That's what I was on about. To stop the darn flooding, you need pumping services. So pumping services has a fleet of vacuum trucks that are sent out when there are flooded buildings in the city. The trucks travel as close to the location as they can, and upon encountering water